Yokoso, my manga society. So today we're back with another tier list, or what I've read in April. So this week I didn't read too much. I did make a list of the volumes that I read this time. So I'll be able to tell you which mangas I read and which volumes as well. One exception to that, One Piece, I didn't keep track of what chapters I read. I think there was like a couple volumes, like volumes 6 and 7 maybe. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So to start, I guess we can start off with One Piece. So very beginning of the series, right? I think for this, they just finished like the whole Usopp arc. They just got Usopp on board, and now they're trying to recruit Sanji. So very early, volume like 7 or 8 right now. So I know people enjoy One Piece a lot. I know people say it's peak. I'm still at the beginning. I'm gonna judge it off of what I've read so far. So far, it's a basic, generic shonen. Not much to it. I don't doubt that the storytelling and everything like that gets better later on. But for now, I am gonna put it in a B. Going off of that, let's jump into The Climber. So The Climber is a seinen that everyone was excited for. It's about this high schooler, you know, getting into climbing. Based off the first 2 volumes, I believe, it did come in an omnibus. So the omnibus is 2 volumes, and so far it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. The art is beautiful. I can tell the story is gonna definitely ramp up, and so far it is really good. But we're still in the beginning phase. I haven't seen anything like crazy yet. So let's just put it in an A for now. I'm sure that'll change later. I don't want to be like biased or anything, but let's just put it in an A for now. Moving up, we have Fool Night. So Fool Night, I actually read 2, 3, and 4. I think that was everything that is out physically right now. And let me tell you, it's absolutely fantastic. If you have not read it, I would suggest giving it a try. It's unique. I know I said this in my last What I Read video, but it was absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna have to put it in an S. Speaking of S, I have Pluto. So I believe I read volumes 5, 6, and 7. I still have one more volume to go, but that'll take like a day maybe. I've just been into other volumes that I've ordered recently. So I think last time I put it in an S, and this time I'm also just gonna put it in an S. Anime is fantastic, manga is fantastic. I don't really have anything else really to say about it. Now let's go with some of the other mangas that I read the previous month, which I had gotten more of this month. So Thunder 3, I believe the only volume I read this month was volume 3. The art is fantastic. The story's unique. It's nothing like mind-blowing, but it's like goofy, funny, packed with action. I think this, I would put it in a high B, low A. For this one, for people that don't know, it mixes different art styles, which is, I don't know how I've never seen that done before. But I'm just gonna put it in like a high B for now. I do want to see where the story is going. I'm excited to see where it's going. But yeah, let's just put it in a high B. I was tempted to put it in an A, but let's keep it at a B. Fist of the North Star. So this is actually ramping up. I believe I only have like 2 or 3 more omnibuses left. So we're getting pretty close to the end. So Fist of the North Star, I read the 14th deluxe edition. And yeah, again, if you remember from last time, I did say this was super goofy action type stuff. Crazy, goofy plot twists. They're not like insane plot twists, but they're goofy. They're plot twists you would be like, oh, what the hell? And like laugh at pretty much. But the art's amazing. If you like older style, like action-y manga, this is definitely one to check out. This I'm gonna put at the bottom of B. I think maybe I put it in C last time, but let's just put it in the bottom of B just because I don't have as many manga on this list. So moving on, we have Sweat and Soap. So this one also I had last time. This time we picked up volumes 4 and 5 from the volume, so I read both of those. It is definitely starting to pick up story-wise, so it's good to see, and I'm still really enjoying it. The first volume, maybe a little bit into the second volume, were a little weird, but now it's starting to be like more normal, kind of like a normal adult romance, which is like a breath of fresh air because it's so different from like what you see nowadays with like shoujos, a lot of like high school romances. It's nice to see those like adult romance stories. So this one I'll probably put in high B. We'll see where it goes from there. I'll probably be tempted to put it in A if I enjoy it even more later on. But for now, let's put it in a high B. Drifting Classroom. Okay, so I finished, this is the last deluxe edition, I believe. And yeah, I don't know, it's crazy from start to finish. But I don't know, it's goofy. It's actually kind of scary at times. There's like scary creatures. So if you're into like the scary, goofy type stuff, like Junji Ito and stuff like that, I would definitely check out Drifting Classroom. I enjoyed it thoroughly from start to finish. But this I'll actually put at the bottom of A tier. And to finish it off, we have the 14th volume of My Love Story. So this was just like kind of like an out of nowhere volume, like final volume. So this was a high school shoujo romance story, but they had come out with a 14th final volume with them like being depicted in college, which was pretty nice. I like when we get like glimpses of, you know, like stuff in the future, especially like after the fact. It's cool when they do like extra content later on. So this was, you know, as goofy as ever, but also pretty heartwarming. That's pretty much the whole gist of My Love Story, is goofy and heartwarming. So I definitely laughed while reading this. So definitely one of my favorite shoujos, if not my favorite, like technically shoujo manga. So I'm actually gonna put this, in terms of like a shoujo, I'm gonna put this in an S tier. Not necessarily ranked. Well, yeah, maybe I would put this based on these manga too. But this is more so ranked based off of like where I would put this on like a shoujo list maybe. So I'm gonna put this in S tier. So it doesn't look like too much, but there were multiple volumes for each, if not like 3 volumes, I think, maybe at most. So I did definitely read a decent amount. So yeah. So let me know what you read last month and what did you enjoy or what didn't you enjoy? Did you try something new? Are you reading something a little older? Are you reading a long-lasting series? Let me know in the comments. And If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for future content. And yeah, as always, this world is cruel, but at least we have manga.